Oh.
All right. And as soon as we get everybody muted.
You wear glasses?
Oh, these are my reading glasses. Sorry. We just did our book review, our book club thing.
I didn't know you wore glasses. I was like, oh.
Well, I do too. I mean, I'm blind as a bat, but I usually have my contacts in.
Make sure I get to leave my house early before you start driving, that's all.
Okay, welcome you all. I am so excited that you are all here tonight for our Zoom meeting. Our special guest tonight, his name is Wally Bressler. Wally and I became friends. Our girls play volleyball together. They're freshmen. And so I became fast friends with Wally. He is one of those people that has a big magnetic personality. Everybody wants to be his friend, very outgoing and talkative. So we did a lot of talking during the season. And he just started his Plexus journey about 3 days ago. Is that right? You just started drinking your pink drink 3 days ago?
Yes, ma'am.
And he is a closing guru. He is a sales specialist. So I appreciate him coming on tonight. He's going to talk to us about how to handle handling sales and closings. That doesn't sound real good, does it?
No, it doesn't.
I am going to turn it over to Wally.
Okay. All right, awesome. Hey guys, ladies, how you doing today? Well?
Doing good.
Hi.
Yeah, there we go. We can unmute everybody.
They're muted right now, so they can't hear, or they can't talk.
I got you. Well, they can't talk it. They can talk. I just can't hear them.
Right.
So, listen, I appreciate you making some time, or I guess you have the time set aside. I thank you for letting me join you today. I've been in the sales business in one way or another since, I don't know, about 1994. So about, 22 years. And I sold real estate. I sold mutual funds. I was a wholesaler for a mutual fund company. I sold real estate for about 8 years. And then I've been a life and business coach. God, you guys are like right on me here. Sorry about that. That's a little better. I don't feel like I'm like, sorry about that. I'm just trying to make sure. Okay, good. So, and I've been coaching people as a life and business coach since, 2001. So about 15 years now. And so, what I wanted to do tonight was talk to you folks, ladies and gentlemen, about, what selling is and what selling isn't, and maybe help you reframe your mind on some of the challenges you might have that are preventing you from getting the results you're looking for. Does that make sense? Is that good? Shake your heads. I can see you nod. You driving, stop looking at the camera. Thank you. We want you in one piece. Thank you. So anyway, so I want you to write this down. You only fail when you stop trying. You only fail when you stop trying. Earl Nightingale calls success the continuous progression towards a worthy ideal. The continuous progression towards a worthy ideal. And so inherent in those statements is that the only time you're going to fail is if you actually stop trying. Is that fair? Mm-hmm. Makes sense, right? A lot of us make success very, very hard for ourselves and failure very, very easy. And let me give you an example. Well, I'm only going to be an ambassador if everybody that I talk to takes advantage of my product and becomes a repeat customer and refers people to me. And that's the only way, that's what my definition of success is, that everybody that I talk to loves me, loves my product, and wants to try Plexus and is going to take it and use it forever. Shake your head if you're guilty of that thought process for being successful. Those of you smiling and not shaking your head, I know exactly what you're thinking, so don't worry about it. I can see all down here in Texas. I can see all y'all. There's some head shakers. Look at the second scroll through you. Hi, everybody. All right. So anyway, this is cool. I wish I could see you all at once, though. And somebody's put their picture up there. That was very nice.
Can you up at the right hand corner? Can you click on gallery view?
I'll check that out. Oh, it's like the Brady Bunch. Awesome. Very cool. So a lot of us make success very, very, very hard to achieve. very hard on ourselves. And so our definitions of success are insane. And the only way that I'm going to be healthy is if I work out every day and I don't miss a workout. And if I don't eat one thing that's bad for me, and right? Anybody like that? I'm saying, like, yeah, I mean, we all do it. Our definitions of success are brutal, and our definitions of failure are so easily achieved. Oh, well, I called so-and-so and they didn't want to try the pink drink, so I failed. I suck. I'm terrible. Right? One person doesn't want to buy pink drink. The next thing you know, like, you're at home eating ice cream, Haagen-Dazs, watching, your favorite, like, binge show on Netflix, right? So and look, we're all guilty of it, and that's fine. And but the thing is the whole process of becoming successful is not something that you do all at once. It's it's a process. It's not an event. And so what I'm hoping to do tonight is to first and foremost maybe help you reset some of the dials in your head about your definitions of success and failure, and then maybe give you some strategies for when you're talking to people, so that that you can see your efforts as being successful, and not being failure, and then give you some strategies for when you talk to people to feel like that you're talking about. Is that cool?
Sounds good.
Spot on. Rock and roll. What's for dinner tonight? Carrie, what's for dinner?
Blank steak.
Yeah, baby. Rock it. Nice. Good for you. Anyway, so I like to have fun. So this is, oddly enough, I came up with this. I don't know how somewhere I came up with this, and so I guess it's my quote. Continue. So here, just listen. Don't write this down, okay? Consistent action doesn't always produce consistent results, but it does produce success. Consistent action doesn't always produce consistent results, but it does produce success. If I go to the gym tomorrow and I exercise and run, am I healthier?
Yeah.
Not healthier?
Yes.
I mean, if I go to the gym tomorrow and I get on the treadmill and run for a half hour and I lift weights, am I healthier at the end of that workout than I was before?
Yes.
Can I see it? No. Right? If I do it the second day, am I healthier? Can I see it? Yes and no. So, but at the end of the week, I may have lost 3 pounds, right? I may have lost a couple of inches, right? I drink my pink drink every week. At the end of the week, I didn't change my diet, but somehow I've gained a belt loop. My belt's, one loop tighter. I'm saying, like, which day of drinking pink drink was it that made me healthier? All of them, right? It's the consistent action on a day-over-day basis. So, if you've got this list of people you're targeting, you've got your results, you're talking about your results. And I started looking at the scripts and dialogues. I haven't seen them. I don't know much about them. But, if you're calling somebody and, whatever way you start it, and you say, listen, that I used to be a big fatso and I've lost 10 pounds in the last week. And all I had to do was drink 1 pink drink a day that tastes like Kool-Aid and take 2 tablets a day, once in the morning and once at the end of the day. I just didn't change what I ate, and I lost 8 pounds this week. Would you be interested in finding out how I did that? Yeah. Right? So, you know what I'm saying? And so, no, great. Next, no, great. Oh, yes, good, okay. No, yes, no, yes, no, yes. The next thing you know, you got 50 no's, but you got 4 yeses, or you got 50 no's and you got 10 yeses, and it's just that consistent thing every day, right? Day over day over day over day. So remember, success is a process. It's not an event. Consistent action will not get you consistent results, but it will get you success. And you only fail when you stop trying. So do you see how that all comes together? Mm-hmm. Hey, I said stop looking at the phone while you're driving. You're going to get in trouble, Kim Jensen. That's all I got to say. Anyway, so we love you. We want you to be around. So now, so let's talk about this. Hey, how much longer before you're done dinner would you say?
Carrie?
Because I want Carrie to be in an exercise, but I also want her to enjoy your dinner. So I'll keep, finish your dinner. Don't put the phone on the chandelier. Keep eating your dinner, and I'll keep talking until you're done. We'll do something else. So let's talk about this. There are, today we're going to talk about fear, right? F-E-A-R, false evidence appearing real. You've probably heard that before. F-E-A-R, false evidence appearing real. Anybody ever here heard that before?
No.
Right, a lot of people have, but F-E-A-R, fear, false evidence appearing real. Meaning we've created something in our mind that is so real that, it scares the bejesus out of us. And there's a root cause of it that you can go back in time and there will be a root cause for where that fear comes up. And the problem is like, our brain is, there's.
Sorry, I need to mute somebody.
Killing me with the car tones. Killing me, I say. Anyway, so here's the thing. Our brains are broken up in two parts, right? There's the unconscious and the subconscious mind. I mean, the conscious and the subconscious. Sometimes the subconscious is called the unconscious. Your subconscious has one job and one job only, okay? That's to keep you alive, keep you safe, make sure that you don't go and touch the stove and get burned and go walk in front of a car and get hit. And, it's your self-preservation, right? So the problem is our subconscious is like a little kid, and it will not leave us alone when there's something that it fears. It was explained to me kind of like, and if there's something in your subconscious that you haven't resolved, like it'll be like, you're at the grocery store and you're in line and your kid's tugging on your shirt, right, asking for a pack of gum. Want a pack of gum? Want a pack of gum? Want a pack of gum? No gum, no gum, no gum. You push it away. It comes back. I want a pack of gum. Want a pack of gum. So and that's what happens when you have some unresolved fears that are in your subconscious, right? Because your subconscious mind it's self-preservation. It's keeping you alive. It wants you to resolve things, and when you can't resolve things, whenever it comes to the forefront, it's like, okay, we got to deal. We got to deal. We got to deal. There's two ways to deal. There's face it or to push it back, right? You with me on this?
Mm-hmm.
You with me? Okay. And so for most of us, we push the fear back until we have to deal with it. And when we have to deal with it, we're like, okay, where's the dark? I want to hide, right? And you can't. So tonight what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to talk about, I'm going to give you an exercise to show you how powerful your mind is in making fearful things go away. And I'm going to cover 3 different strategies or 3 different mindsets that you can use to help you overcome fear. What's up, Tails? What's up, Tails? So anyway, we're going to do that, and then we're going to talk about some closing strategies. Is that cool?
Sounds good.
Rock on. So let's do this. So So here's the thing. This is, and I went to Tony Robbins is coming to Dallas June 23rd through 26th for UPW. Anybody here walked on hot coals? Anybody walk on fire here? And if you want to go, let Rebecca know, and I'll get you in touch. I'll get you a discount. If you're in Dallas, it's amazing. But, he starts his events off. Usually he says, the quality of your life is in direct proportion to the questions you ask yourself, something like that. And, one of the times he started the seminar with the quality of your life is in direct proportion to how much uncertainty you can deal with. So the quality of your life is in direct proportion to the amount of uncertainty you can deal with in the moment and also over a period of time. So the more uncertainty you can stand, the better quality of life you have. Basically, in the shorter terms, if you don't mind, it doesn't matter. It's mind over matter. If you don't mind, it doesn't matter, right? So what I want to do is kind of explore some of the things that we're fearful of, and then give you 3 different ways you can overcome certain fears. And then we're going to go through an exercise, and I'm going to teach you how to use your brain to take things that are scary and make them not so scary. Would that be helpful?
Mm-hmm.
Rock on. You guys are like, woo! So anyway, which is cool. So let's share some fears here. I'll start off, okay? My dad died when I was 23. My mom died when I was 39. My dad died unexpectedly, and my mom died from lung cancer. So one of the fears that I've had in my life is like being surprised by bad news. Okay, because what happened was and even if I go back even further, I remember waking up back in I want to say it was 1977. I was born in '68, so I'll be 48 this year. So I know how to look at, and thank you for just thinking that. You don't have to say it. I can see it in your faces.
You look 29.
Thank you, times 5. But here's the thing, like the good thing about, I have no crow's feet, and so Italian people are so greasy. We don't get pimples, we don't get wrinkles. It's great. So in 1977, I remember walking out into the kitchen and seeing my father perform CPR on my mom's mom, my grandmother. She had heart troubles and she died. And then I remember getting a call from my mother in 1991 at night, and my mother calling me and telling me my dad had another heart attack after having a heart attack. It turns out he had a pulmonary embolism. So I just historically have not dealt well. Like when the phone rings, sometimes I'm like, I have a fear of like getting bad news over the phone, right? And so, I mean, it could, at points, it made me not want to answer the phone forever, right? So anyway, so we all have fears, right? But the key to fear, overcoming fear, is not becoming fearless. Does that make sense to everybody? Mm-hmm. I think, people think, in order to become fearless, we just to overcome fear, we just have to not fear anything, right? Keep flowing in the wind, sitting on top of the mountain. Like, it's not about that. People who overcome their fear things, they're still afraid. It's just the difference between the people who are successful who have fears and the people who aren't as successful who have fears. Is the people who are successful that have fears is they look fear in the face and they work to overcome it. They face it. They work through it. That's the only difference. They're not special in any other way, folks. Does that make sense to everybody? Mm-hmm. They make no more special than anybody else. And so, in order to overcome fear, you have to identify what those fears are and be willing to do one of three things, okay? So who else wants to share a fear here? Who would like to be a big boy or a big girl? Or I guess it's just, do I see any men here? I guess a big girl, and share what their biggest fears. I told you to write it down. Who wants to share it? Only way to get over it is to suck it up and stare it in the face and acknowledge it. So
okay, well, I will say I thought I was supposed to write down my biggest fear, like with, like sharing Plexus and stuff. I thought it was a business.
That's fine. Works for me.
And I wrote it down.
Rocket. Good. It says being a pest. Fair enough. Mm-hmm. It's funny. I've never felt like I was a pest in my entire life. So even though
I don't have fear of rejection. Mm-hmm. I don't. So it doesn't boil down to fear of rejection, like asking people, talking to people. I would just as soon go ahead, tell me no. I'd rather know than to, keep being a pest.
I'll pull halfway to the far one and then going right in the eye. It's perfect.
Oh, dear, Catherine, we have to mute you.
Okay. There you go. We shut you off. We won't say your name, even though I can see it, Kathy. So, hey, tell your son to take a hike. Hit the bricks. Hey, you, hit the bricks. Scram. So, just kidding. So, I want everybody to write this down. What else could it mean?
Okay.
Write it down, everybody. You should all be taking notes here. What else could it mean? Wow, what a troublemaker that kid is, man.
He's actually so funny.
I'm sure he is. I'm being a wise guy. I don't think he's a troublemaker. His mother blocked him out. I think she's beating him with a rolling pin in his shoe. So, all I see is red. Maybe that's blood. I don't know. So, what else could it mean? What else could it mean? You're a pest. What else could it mean? Answer my question. What else could it mean?
That I'm a pest?
Yeah, so you could be a pest. What else could it mean?
Are you thinking like people pleaser?
Okay, so all right, so here's what I'm saying. So you're thinking you're being a pest, all right?
Uh-huh.
What could it mean? What else could somebody else perceive you as besides being a pest? So they could perceive you as being a pest. What else could they perceive you as?
Annoying.
Okay, keep saying the negative things, I guess. Go ahead.
Persistent.
Oh.
Persistent. Ding, ding, ding. Thank you. What else? Sure. Pain in the butt. Helpful. Kind. Caring.
Passionate.
Servant-minded. Passionate. That's only 9. We could do this. There's 30 people on here. We could come up with a bunch of them. 31, both positive and negative. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. The meaning you're giving it is I'm a pest. What else there's so many meanings you could give it. What else could it mean?
That's good.
Right? What else could it mean?
Determined.
Determined. Thank you. Whoever said that. Very good. Right? So I'm going to... There's a very bad word out there that men can call women. Mm-hmm. Very bad word that no one should ever say. And some of you would hear it when somebody called you that and you would laugh. and some of you would hear it and like be willing to put a knife in somebody's chest for it, and some of you would just walk away, and some of you would get angry, right? Or if it's not that word, the point is that what words have meanings, but mostly it's the meanings we give them, right?
I see. Yeah.
You with me on that?
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
what else could it mean? So who else wants to share a fear with me?
Come on,
Don't
y'all.
be chickens.
Be brave.
I have a fear of failing, not being good enough.
Okay. So who else determines how good you are?
My boss.
Okay.
Even failing at
Who,
not.
who determines your all right? Who determines your self-worth? Who determines your worth?
Well, I should.
You should.
Yeah.
You are, but you have to. Like
Yeah.
our worth, our value comes from within, right? I mean, it's not up to anybody else,
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things that I hear is we should all over ourselves, right?
Yeah.
We should do this, we should do that. Like again, we're just very unkind to ourselves. But so you feel of worthiness, feel of self-worth. So you moved. That's okay, cool. So Christina, let me ask you a question. Could it be true that you are deserving?
It could be true, but you're right. I probably don't feel that. But
It could be true, right?
Mhm. Yes.
It could be true, right? So there's a chance?
Yes.
Like Jim Carrey, so you're telling me there's a chance, right? Right? So you're saying there's a chance. So it could be true, right?
Yes.
So it's possible.
Yes.
So who determines whether you're worth something or not?
Well, I do.
So what would have to happen for you to feel like you're worth it and you deserve it?
I have to stop thinking that I'm not. I don't.
Well, either stop thinking that you're not or start thinking that you
Are.
are. Exactly. Right?
Right.
Just give it a different meaning.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Is everybody picking up what I'm laying down here?
Yeah.
Right? It's just it's certainly what you're telling yourself, but and again, so let me ask you a question. Could you go back to a point in your life where you started feeling like you were not worthy of something, or you weren't of value, or you weren't good enough?
Yeah. Honestly, I mean, my mom, my grandparents raised me. My mom didn't want us, so that's basically.
Is it true that your mom didn't want you?
Yeah. I mean, she was kind of messed up. She was messed up.
Well, let me ask you a question. What else could it mean?
What else? I mean, she couldn't handle us. She was messed up. So.
Okay. So maybe it wasn't that she didn't want you. Maybe she felt like she didn't deserve you. Maybe she felt like she couldn't be the mother you wanted her to be.
Yeah.
Maybe she was scared. Maybe she was messed up on drugs and wasn't thinking right.
Yeah, that's it.
So it could be a lot of things other than you not being worth it, right?
Yeah, but I think it started there.
Of course, right.
Yeah.
And we're gonna talk about working on that tonight. So I applaud you for speaking up today. Thank you. Who else? And by the way, you're all worth it. Or you're all worthy. Tremendously worthy of every and any gift that is bestowed upon you by God. All right? You're all 1,000% worthy, no matter what. No matter what's happened in your life, no matter how many mistakes you've made, no matter how many stupid words have come out of your mouth, you're all worthy, okay? Shake your head if you agree with me. Deborah G., shake your head. Lie to yourself if you have to. That a girl. Okay, good. Stay with me. How you doing tonight? You good? You good? Yeah, okay, good. All right, who wants to go next?
I'll go.
Hello, what's up? Oh, is this, are you the one with the biggest fear ever? Like, you're like the biggest winner of the biggest fear? Is that you?
Catherine?
That's me.
Yeah, she was the one. She's got a doozy for me.
Yes.
Let me guess, zombies? Aliens?
Not quite.
You're going to get eaten alive?
No.
It can't be that bad then.
Well, okay. What? Can't find the fine line between being the irritating follow-up person, or I don't know how to. I can lay all the information out and I can talk to them about Plexus, and then I'll follow up, and I don't know how to bring it around to, you want me to keep following up or you want me to leave you alone?
You know what? How about that? That's great.
That's kind of what I thought
perfect.
after I said it.
That's perfect. You know what? That's great. Hey, let me ask you a question. Are you still interested in losing weight and feeling healthier, or are you okay with the way you feel? I'm
Well, I
okay
like
with the way I feel. Thanks. Have a great day. Next.
Okay, perfect. Okay.
I mean, how many people are on the face of the planet?
Too many to count.
How many people are obese? What percentage of the United States is obese? Do you know?
A large percentage.
What percentage? Who knows?
I think it's like 30%, isn't it?
I think it's higher than that, isn't it?
Yeah, I think no, because I think you have to include the morbidly obese after that. But almost a third of the United States is obese. Mm-hmm. So if one person doesn't want it, is that okay?
Sure, I don't care.
Yeah.
But I just don't know when to not be that annoying friend. I don't want to be the one where they go, "Oh God, here she comes."
Let me ask you this: is it okay? I try not to swear, but can I swear once?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Is it okay with everybody if I swear just one time? When they tell you to leave them the fuck alone. Okay, that's when you know.
Okay.
Like when they're like, "Will you just leave me?" When they say, "Will you just leave me the fuck alone?" Then you're like, "Roger that."
I'm gonna say you made it fucking clear.
That's right. We are crystal clear. I am leaving you the F alone. Okay, so
perfect. Okay.
That's it. Hey,
okay.
Kathy Yates, that was funny. I give you permission to smile at least. No smiles.
I'm gonna mute myself so I don't.
There we go. You got a smile. Okay, good. I give you permission to laugh at that because that was fucking funny. Anyway, so all right, I'm moving right along. So here's the deal. You see my point? Like, why torture yourself? What else could it mean? I'm not ready. I don't believe you. I need more information. I'm stupid. I like being fat. I'm lazy. I'm scared. I don't like you. I want to be like you, but I'm afraid to say that. I want to get healthy, but I can't communicate it to you. I'm a self-sabotaging fat person, and I need to, like, there's so many things it could mean. And guess what? It has nothing to do with you. Zero to do with you. Nothing. Right? Are you with me on this?
Yes.
Rock on. Who has another fear? Good job. Thank you for stepping up. That wasn't that impressive of a fear, by the way. Sorry. I can't give you I'll give you an honorable mention for that.
I've got one.
Okay, who say who? What's your name? Where are you?
I'm Renee. You can't see me for some reason. I don't know why, but anyway. Okay.
Sister.
Mine is, I don't have the success story to share, so I don't feel like I have the story to promote my business.
Are you brand new?
No, I've been doing this for a while, but I can also tell you, I started this business with my daughter, and my daughter has an amazing success story, and I have shared her story over and over, but I feel like that story's tired. So I don't have my own story.
So everybody's heard your daughter's story then. You probably can't tell it anymore?
Right.
I haven't heard it.
So, well, I know, but I'm talking about people in my circle, in my network.
Is she the only one that's gotten a result?
No, and I've shared lots of other people's, but what I'm saying is that my fear is that I don't have my own personal story, so I'm not a great representative of the product myself.
So good. Let me ask Rebecca a question. Rebecca, are there people that are higher up in the company that don't have a result themselves?
Yes, there are.
Super successful.
Yes, and can I say what I think this boils down to is belief. What? A chicken?
Sorry, did I say that? I got to keep that in. Sorry. Renee, unmute yourself. I'm just messing with you. Here's the deal, Rebecca. So everybody know what modeling is?
Yes.
You should know because you're all doing it, right? You go to somebody who has a successful business, or you go to Plexus and Plexus says, here's our model, here's how it works. You say this, you say this, you say this, you invite somebody to an event, you follow up, you ask these questions, you put together a list of the 50 fattest people you know, you call all of them, whatever it is, right? There's a process, and there's people, Renee, that have done what you've done or what you want to do that have no testimonial themselves, and you just need to have Rebecca help you find them so they can tell you what they do. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Like if I'm you, I get all the people in this group here. I say, listen, can you send me a picture of before and after of the best success stories you have?
I have no trouble finding success stories.
Okay,
if you can't find success stories in Plexus, then you're not doing your job.
Okay, so
I mean, you're not going to. I mean, I'm not talking about other people's success stories. I'm talking about, and I have no trouble with belief. I believe in the product. I mean, I've seen it for myself. So it's not that. It's just having that personal, obvious, very apparent.
So is that required?
No, it's not required, but I think it's beneficial.
You were just going to say I can't, weren't you? And you caught yourself.
No, I mean, I just think it's beneficial very beneficial to have that story.
That's just a limiting belief. That's all that it is. That's just a story you're telling yourself.
Yeah.
See, I would ask.
Because you know there are other people who have done, it's just, here's the thing, we're going to talk about your why in a second, and you probably hear that thrown around very lightly, especially in network marketing. But, you've got to care more about your success and helping other people and getting results than you care about that story that you just told. Is that fair enough, Renee?
Yep. Gotcha.
You've got to be willing to overlook the fact that you don't have a result. Look, I'm going to lose some weight. You can use my story. I'll get on the phone for you. I don't care. But you're using that story as a way to keep from moving forward. You're just telling yourself a terrible story. Tell yourself a better story. Hey, listen, here's pictures of, look at this. Oh, here's this person. Here's this person. Here's this person. Here's these pictures. I can get you on the phone with this person. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, in the end, do you really need a testimonial for yourself? Listen, here's 4 packs of pink drink. If you're still hungry and having a truckload of cravings and not feeling better after 4 of these, then you know what? I can't help you. Good luck. Let the product speak for itself, right?
Okay.
Right? Hello?
Hello? I'm still here. Yeah, I agree. Okay, gotcha.
You just got to tell yourself a different story, and I think you're caring more about the form than you are the function, right? There's a phrase we use where I work called militant obedience. Do you know what militant obedience is? Militant obedience is?
No.
You do what you're supposed to do no matter what. Like in the military, it came from military. Militant obedience, like in the military, you have to be obedient. Sergeant says jump, you say how high. He tells you to poop, you ask what color, right? That's it. You just need to be militantly obedient to your why, your outcome, where you want to be. When you do that, nothing else matters. Right?
Right.
I mean, I haven't done this, but pink drink is the lead product. I mean, I got 4 stuffed in my hand at a volleyball game, and they sat on my desk for a month.
Wally.
And Rogers would not leave me alone. Like, how you doing?
Good job, Rebecca. Good job, Rebecca.
And not because I was a pest, but because I was passionate.
Did I respond to all your calls and text messages?
Yeah, but it took me a long time to finally bring you around.
Yeah, so I mean, you know what? There's no time clock here. There's no end of game, right? There's no, I'm going to turn into a pumpkin, so I better, I got to get this out the door. So Renee, just tell yourself a different story. You know what? It's not about my testimonial. It's about helping other people create their own.
Right. Gotcha. Okay.
Right?
Thank
Does that
you.
make sense?
Yep.
And you just can't let that get in your way. Use your daughter's story until they're sick in the face. Hey, you know my daughter's story? That's awesome. Here's another one. You can lead with that one. I know you know my daughter's story. Look, here's 3 more, and they're even better than that.
Gotcha.
Right?
Thanks.
All right.
So quick question.
Yeah.
So it took you a while
Raise your hand.
to,
Wave at me so I can see you.
Kathy, it's Kathy Yates, the non-smiley one.
Oh, there you go.
It took you a while to say yes to Rebecca. Was there, a 2-part question, was there anything magical that made it click? And then is there a special way? I think even what Renee is saying, you know, if you don't have that personal testimony, you can share everybody's all day long. What is the best way to, and I know I agree that it's belief and it's, you know, all that stuff, but is there a
Magic bullet?
Magic bullet? Is there something that is a great way to just say, hey, okay, close the deal?
So here's the thing, you know, in coaching people, you know, there's people who we like sell coaching to every day. And, you know, it costs $1,300 a month to get coached by one of our coaches at our company. It's not a cheap date. And, so, you know, there's people we stay on for months, for weeks, for months, for years to coach with us. And, you know, one of the things that we've adopted is that when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. So when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. And you know what? I just wasn't ready at the time to receive it. It didn't make any sense to me. You know, I was just happy feeling my crap. And here's the thing, when you have my personality and you're outgoing and stuff like that, like every multi-level marketing firm on the face of the planet approaches you. You'd be great. Yeah, I know I'd be great, but I work like, you know, I'm saying it. And so Rebecca knows my story, and I'll share it with you another time. But she just finally, you know, I just said, listen, you know what I said? You know, because I mean, you know, I'm a big guy. I played college football. I mean, nobody's ever accused me of being small. I'm 6'3". I've been as light as 285 and as much as 470, you know what I'm saying, in my life. So, I mean, it's, you know, I was on NBC's The Biggest Loser in 2006. I was on season 3 of The Biggest Loser. Lost 116 pounds, gained it all back. You know, I mean, it's a bear, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, the best thing that can happen for you is when somebody is fed up. You're looking for people who are fed up or like sick and tired, literally sick and tired of being sick and tired. And you just have to stay on top of people. You know what I'm saying? Rebecca sent me discounts. She sent me just, hey, how you doing? Checking in. Did you try the pink drink? You know what I'm saying? She just stayed on top of me. You know, and in the sales world, more sales come from nurturers than they do from individual initial presentations. And the nurturer is just staying in touch with somebody. Okay? And the average person, now just so you know this, in the sales world, and this isn't unlike it for you too, but it should help you with your frame of mind. In the sales world, the average person is 3 months away from buying any product that you're selling to them. On average, 90 days away. So if you just think that I'm going to pick up some now business along the way and just realize that you're nurturing people and that could be as many as 90 days away, does that help your mindset, right? That, hey, listen, this is going to take me 90 days on average to get somebody maybe to give this a try. But over a 90-day period, now you're getting people and things should start falling in place for you. That's why it's called a pipeline, right? So, you know, Rebecca just stayed on top of me and I finally did it. And I had my 3rd one today.
Mm-hmm. And
right?
and it was more than 90 days.
Whatever. Yeah. So, but I'm just saying, yeah, I'm sure it was. So does that make sense, Kathy? Like, you just have to have the mindset that some are going to be now and some are going to be later and some are never going to be. And you just got to stay on top of people and you just cannot care, because the people who are ready will receive it and the people who want it will take advantage of it. You know, you're going to find motivated people. It's just, are you willing to pick through the unmotivated to get to the motivated? Mm-hmm. Right?
Right. Well, but also I cared, and that's why I stayed on you, because I knew that it would help you. Yeah.
So does that make sense, Kathy?
Absolutely. It does. And I think I know that, and I think we probably all know that, but I think truly probably getting to the place where you accept that it's not going to be as easy as you want it to be, or it's not going to go as fast as you want it to be. And I don't know. Yeah. It makes complete sense.
Right. There's, I had a coach one time named Pam Goldschmidt, and she said, I want to say it was Lao Tzu, but I'm not sure it was. The Chinese philosopher said, to know and to not yet do is to not yet know. To know and to not yet do is to not yet know. A lot of times they say, oh, I know that. I know I'm supposed to call 10 people a day. I know I'm supposed to give out so many packets of pink drink a month. I know I'm supposed to do so many invites a day. But if you're not doing it, then you really don't know. Is that fair? Mm-hmm. Right? So to know and to not yet do is to not yet know. How much time do I have?
Well, how about 15 minutes?
Can I have like 20?
Yep, you can.
Is that okay with everybody?
Yep.
All right, somebody's got their biggest fear there with them, right? So let's just talk real quickly about 3 ways to overcome fear, okay? So number 1 is, and I'm just going to read something here that I'd say it says, fear can hold you back. It can hold you back in subtle and insidious ways. Fear can also outright paralyze you from taking action. Franklin D. Roosevelt said the only thing we have to fear is fear itself, which is true because, 92% of the things that we fear in life actually never come to fruition, right? So there's some 3 strategies that you use. The first one is you need to find something that you're more scared of. Something that you're more scared of. So are you more scared of what? What do you, sorry, I thought something coming. So what are you more scared of? Think about it. Are you more scared of approaching somebody, or are you more scared of losing the respect of the people in this group? What are you more scared of? Are you more scared of being persistent than you are of failing? Are you more scared of being a pest than you are of not getting a Lexus or becoming a diamond ambassador?
I'm more scared. I'm more scared of not becoming a diamond ambassador than I am of being a pest.
Okay, so here's the thing. It can't be more scared of not being a diamond ambassador than of not being a pest. It's got to be I'm way more scared of not being a diamond ambassador than being a pest. Does everybody see what I'm saying? Like, it can't just be marginal. It's got to be like, I'm more scared of not reaching my goals. I'm more scared of not making it happen. I'm more scared of, like, if you have to deal with fear, then be more afraid of something else than whatever your biggest fear is or whatever your limiting belief is. Christina, I'm more scared of not being a diamond ambassador than I am of worrying about whether or not I'm worthy for something, which, by the way, you're worthy, for the record. Okay? Does that make sense, everybody? Mm-hmm. So one of those strategies is, listen, you've got to be more scared of something that's going to be successful, that's going to be awesome, than you are of whatever your limiting belief is that affects your business. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Is that a good one? Mm-hmm. Okay, that's a good one, right? So the next one is the rocking chair test. This is always a goodie. Anybody know what the biggest, I think I went over this with Rebecca, but there's a woman, a nurse, who worked in hospice that wrote a book, and I'll just, please hold. The book is, I think it's called The 5 Biggest Fears of the Dying. 5 Regrets of the Dying by Bronnie Ware. 5 Regrets of the Dying. So they've got 5 regrets. It's called 5 Regrets of the Dying by Bronnie, Bronnie Ware. Number 1, I wish I had the courage to live a life true to myself and not the life others expected of me. I wish I'd had the courage to live a life true to myself, not the life others expected of me. This was the most common regret of all. When people realize that their life is almost over and they look back clearly on it, it is easy to see how many dreams have gone unfulfilled. Most people had not honored even half of their dreams and had to die knowing that it was due to choices that they had made or not made. The rocking chair test. When you're sitting in a rocking chair and you're 80 whatever years old and you're close to dying, how will you feel if you let feeling like a pest affected you or prevent you from becoming the diamond ambassador or helping as many people as you're going to help, or, whatever reason you got into becoming a Plexus ambassador? How are you going to feel if you don't fulfill that dream? Because we're all going to have regrets. At this point, we're all going to have regrets. From today forward, we can work on never having another regret because you'll never not take another chance, but we're all going to have regrets. So when you're 80 whatever years old, 90 whatever years old, however long, and you're sitting in a rocking chair, if you let being a pest, if you let being unworthy, if you let the fact that you don't have a testimonial or whatever other reason that you're telling yourself you can't be successful, when you're in the rocking chair, how will you feel? How will you feel? What's it going to feel like that you didn't achieve this goal because you let that get in your way? I can see on some of your faces that it's not going to feel good. I can see your faces right now that it's going to suck eggs. So that's another litmus test for you for fear. Last one. Change your state. Change your state. Can you be happy and be afraid at the same time? Can you be happy? Can you be like legitimately happy?
Mm-mm.
Happiness is a state. Like your brain it doesn't own two thoughts at the same time. You can't think about only the color red and only the color blue at the same time. You can think about them next to each other, but you can't think about just red or just blue at the same time. You got to think just red, just blue, right? Your brain can't, like your emotions, you can't feel like, woo, happy, because happy requires what? It requires peace. It requires satisfaction. It requires freedom. It requires gratitude. And none of those emotions exist when fear is around, right? You with me on this, ladies? Right? So the point I'm trying to get across here is that you got to change your state. You're not, you're afraid. You're afraid to pick up the phone and start calling people. Put on some music and jump around. Motion creates emotion. Get excited. Woo! Like you can't be jumping around and having fun and be afraid to pick up the phone. You know what I'm saying? You just can't do it. Like, you just can't be smiling and be like, oh my God, I'm scared to death. Like those emotions can't occupy the same space. So you've got to change your state. What's the state is? Some people do some negative state changes. They drink, they smoke, they overeat, they have sex, they work a lot, whatever, right? I mean, state changes, lots of state changes. There are ways to change your state. You know what I'm saying? Read your goals, get excited, slam a pink drink. You saw me chug mine down the other day. Slam a pink drink, ice cold. By the way, it hurts at the bottom. I just want you to know that. The water was a lot colder than I thought it was when I drank it. So I was like, oh my God, that's hot. So, but like do something, you know what I'm saying? Jump up and down, listen to some music, get excited, say whatever your affirmation is, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, but just change your state. Get out of fear. To be afraid, you have to do afraid. To be depressed, you have to do depressed. There are certain physiological states you have to go through. To be depressed, does your head have to be up or down? It's got to be down, right? Mm-hmm. You're breathing shallow or deep when you're depressed? Shallow, right? Are you talking loudly or are you talking softly? You're talking softly. Are you moving fast or are you moving slowly? Right? Depressed state has a physiology. Happiness has a physiology. Confidence has a physiology. Fear has a physiology. If you're afraid, what is that? Sweaty palms, sweaty pits, dry mouth, shaking, whatever it is. How do I change that? Call Rebecca. Rebecca, fire me up. I'm going to make some calls. Woohoo! Play some loud music, jump around. Okay, I'm going to make 5 calls. Get through 5 calls. You realize that you make those 5 calls and you're not bleeding and you're not bruised and you have all your hair and you're not dead. Woo! Right? Doesn't hurt. So you've got to change your state, right? So it's one of those 3 things. It's either change your state, okay, find something you're more afraid of than whatever you're afraid of, and then the rocking chair test. You guys with me?
With you.
All right. Is that helpful?
It's helpful.
All right. I want to do one more thing. It's going to take like another... We got 9. It's probably going to take another 15 minutes. If we go to like, I see you. I'll get you. Hold on a sec, Kathy. Can we go another 15 minutes? Is this cool?
Yeah, you're fine. I'm with you.
All right. Everybody else with me? Rock and roll. You're out of your car. Good to see you safe, Kim Jensen. Very nice. Kathy, go ahead and unmute yourself.
Okay.
Rock and roll, sister. What's up?
Oh, I was trying to write down the things you're saying, and I missed number 2 on the 3 ways to overcome fear. I have number 1.
Oh, rocking chair test. Rocking chair test.
Oh, rocking chair test. Thank you.
Right on.
Regrets when you're dying.
Yeah, the 5 regrets when you're dying. Hey, do you mind if I go get a bottle of water?
No, go ahead.
I've been talking since 7 o'clock this morning, and my voice is pretty fried, so.
We'll have an intermission.
I appreciate you.
Okay.
Do something for our intermission, Rebecca.
Oh, yeah. I don't have any tricks. I don't have a frisbee. Go get Jake.
I was going to say.
How did you first meet Wally?
Our girls play volleyball together.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah, they're good friends still, too. So.
Yes, they are.
All right. So I need everybody to play full out here. You promise me you're going to play full out?
Yep.
Sure.
All right. So here's what we're going to do here. All right, cool. So there were some people who are here who have gone. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to teach you how to change your feeling towards something, okay, with a very simple strategy, okay? So everybody sit back in your chair. All right, nice and easy, no falling asleep, especially if you have a belly full of skirt steak. So anyway, So I want you to sit back in your chair. I want you to relax. I want everybody to close their eyes. I can see your eyes, so no cheating. So I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to, we're going to do a breathing exercise here because I want to relax you. So I want you to, don't do it yet, just breathe normally, but you're going to inhale, and then you're going to inhale for a count of 5, hold for a count of 10, and then exhale. We're going to do 3 of those, in through the nose and out through the mouth. So inhale for 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Long, slow breath out of the mouth. Okay. The more oxygen you get in your body, the lower the oxygen gets in your lungs to the alveoli. The better quality oxygen is, the more you can relax. So into the nose again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Out slowly. We're going to do one more. Okay, ready? And in through the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I want you to let it out slowly. Okay. So keep your eyes closed. Here's what we're going to do. I want you to go to an experience in your life that you think has affected your ability to take your Plexus business to the next level. So find an experience, find an event in your life, find something that you believe has had some sort of a negative impact on you that you believe is preventing you from taking your business to the next level, being the rep that you want to be, getting the result that you want. When you found it, I want you to go ahead and shake your head so I can see your head. I want to make sure everybody has one. Everybody got one? We good? I'm going to assume that the people I can't see that you're shaking your head. So here's what I want you to do. It's going to be a little tough at first, and then I'm going to teach you how to make the pain go away. So I want you to, right now, I want you to go back, and it's either going to be associated or it's going to be disassociated, okay? Associated means you're experiencing it with your own eyes, like you're looking at it through your own eyes right now, or disassociated means you're looking at it like it's a third party. Does that make sense, everybody? Shake your head. So make sure you're closing your eyes and that you're participating with me here, okay? Because I don't, you just need to listen to my voice, okay? So now you see this event that's happened, and now I want you to experience it. I want you to pretend you're there again. I want you to experience the emotions, and I want you to smell the smells, and I want you to see the sights. And it might be painful, and if it is, I know that, but this is going to be good for you. So smell the smells, see the sights, hear the sounds. What does it feel like there? Is there wind blowing? Is there air conditioning? Is there a fan? Is it quiet? Is it loud? Who are the people there? What do you smell? What do you see? What do you touch? And I want you to go there, and I want you to experience it. And then I want you to go ahead, and I really want you to feel the emotions you felt when that happened. I want you to go back there. And I want you to feel the emotions that you felt when you went back there and get into that pain, okay? So here's the thing. For some of you, it's going to be black and white. For some of you, it's going to be a movie. For some of you, it's just going to be a picture. Does that make sense, everybody? Right? Some of you are seeing pictures. Some of you are seeing movies. Some of you are seeing colors. Some of you are seeing black and white. Some of you are seeing it as if it's looking it through your own eyes, and some of you are seeing it as if it's disassociated and you're looking at it as a third party. So what I want you to do is, if it's a movie, I want you to stop it, okay? And if it's a picture, hold it there. So everybody should be having a picture of whatever that is right now. And if it's not already black and white, I want you to make it black and white, okay? So whatever it is, if it's not black and white, I want you to make it black and white. So everybody should have a frozen frame or a picture, and it should be black and white right now. And then what I want you to do is, I want you to make whoever the person is or the event is, whoever's making you angry, I want you to turn it into a black and white cartoon. Turn it into a black and white cartoon. And then I want you to play some funny music in your head, like circus music or the Looney Tunes or the funniest, silliest music you can play in your head. Okay? So you have this picture with silly music. It's in a cartoon. And now I want you to take the picture. I want you to shrink it down. I want you to make it really dark, like really, really dark so you can barely see the images. All right? And I want you to shrink it down into the smallest square you can shrink it down to, with the music playing nice and loud in the background, funny music, happy music, joyful music. And that event is now a tiny little black postage stamp. And I want you to take that postage stamp and I want you to ship it off into the distance. Far, 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 far away. As far away from you as you can get it. To the point where you can't even see it anymore. And all that you see there is just darkness now, where that image in memory is. And it's gone. And slowly what I want you to do is I just want you to go ahead and feel, as you're looking around, I just want you to see a nice blue sky open up and some white clouds roll in with the sun in the background. And I just want you to see nice peaceful sky and nice white clouds, maybe hear some birds chirping and feel the sun on your face. And I want you to just put where that negative image was, I want you to put that nice, pleasant sky. And I can see for the people that have followed through here and done this, I can see a little smile on your face and you look peaceful. So do me a favor, and if it didn't work, that's fine. But I think it did. If that event does not feel as painful to you now, if that event does not seem like it would affect you as much now as it would before, raise your hand. Just show me by show of hands how that image, by going through that, it just doesn't really impact you as much anymore. Okay? So that's good for you. If you didn't raise your hand, that's fine. You can just go through the exercise on your own again. But and you can open your eyes now. Okay? So that was pretty cool, right? You took something that was really scary, really potentially painful, and you took control over it in your mind, right? And you said, okay, you know what? Dark and black, and when it gets dark and far away in the distance, it doesn't have as much power over you, right? Does that make sense, everybody?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you smiling?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know. Why am I smiling?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm happy.
Okay. So can you see how just by taking 5 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
you can take something that's bothering you and you can change its impact over you in a matter of seconds? Picking up the phone and hearing somebody say no. Oh my God, I'm going to get rejected. So close your eyes and picture yourself picking up the phone. And instead of hearing your friend on the other line, hear Donald Duck. Hear something funny. Hear a fart noise. Hear something that's going to make you laugh. Turn the phone in your brain and turn it to a big cartoon phone. Or a nice soft, fuzzy, like comfy, like warm slipper phone. Or you're going to go meet somebody and you're nervous, and rather than picturing it going awful, picture yourself hugging the person. Change the event in your head as it's going to happen. Oh, thank you so much for introducing Plexus to me. It was the most wonderful thing that's ever happened. Right? Put a positive image in your mind regarding that, and I promise you it's going to serve you much better long term. Is that helpful?
That is helpful.
But you got to practice that. I'm saying that's something you got to do. When the negative stuff comes up, when the fear comes up, you've got to find out what that fear is, and you've got to go to that image, and you've got to reframe that image in your head, and you've got to go ahead and make that image not have the same power over you. And when you do that, you don't have to be afraid of anything. I think I've referred to Tony Robbins a lot. I'm a big student of his, a big fan, and he says when you're grateful for everything, when you truly have gratitude, you're afraid of nothing. Because when you're grateful for everything that happens, it's going to serve you. It's going to shape you, right? Everything that happens serves us. The question is what meaning do you give it? Is it rejection the end of the world, or is it just an opportunity to grow? What's the meaning you give it? Is you asking somebody 15 times and them saying no? Does it mean it's no forever? What's the meaning you give it? Is it an opportunity to grow? Is it an opportunity to become a better salesperson? Let's talk closes for a couple minutes. Was that helpful for everybody? Did you enjoy that activity? Was that helpful for you? Anybody get any value out of that? Okay, hope so. I got all kinds of silly stuff like that. But like when you're talking to somebody, it's, Tom Hopkins is a really successful real estate agent, and he used to say the word involved instead of selling something. Get somebody involved. Like to get you involved. Use a different word instead of I'd like to sell you something. Have you try something? Get you involved. Just a different word, different meaning, right? And it's, sometimes it's take something, like you to take something for checking instead of to try. Can you take this for checking? Just different words. So, in the conversation, it starts so many different ways. You're having conversations with people. Say, listen, I don't know if you know this, but I lost 10 pounds last week or last month. You did? Yeah. I've been sleeping an extra hour every night. You crave, and I've been working hard just to take care of myself. I haven't had soda in a month, but I definitely haven't wanted it in the last 4 days. You know what I'm saying? I haven't even thought about it, So did you know, just start with a question. Did you know that especially if they know you, like they know you drank a lot of soda, ate a lot of junk. Did you know I haven't had Twinkies in a month? Whatever it is, you haven't really? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've been drinking this pink drink once a day. That's it. Haven't wanted a soda since. Really? How do you do that? Oh, it's interesting. I'd like you to try some. Like, could you just take this for checking? Or, hey, listen, you know what? I tried this new product out. It's pretty cool. And I got these people that are losing weight. I'm not exactly sure how it works, but I thought you might want to give it a try. Would you be open to giving it a try? If I gave you a couple, would you try it and tell me how it turns out? Tell me what you find out. I'd be interested to get your opinion on that. People love to give you their opinion, right? Right? They'd love to give you their opinion. One of my favorite questions is what would have to happen? What would have to happen for you to give this a try? What would have to happen? All right? What would have to happen? Not would you, but what would have to happen? Everybody knows the difference between an open-end and a closed-end question? Anybody not know the difference between an open-end and closed-end question? Everybody knows it? Yeah, shake your head, yes, if you know. Right?
Would you tell us?
Oh, yeah, if you need to know, I'll tell you, sure, yeah. An open-ended question means you can't answer it with an yes or a no. Closed-end question is yes or no. Do you like chocolate? Yes. Do you like strawberry? No. What would have to happen? Can't say yes or no to that, right? So I lost 10 pounds. What would have to happen for you to give this a try to see if you could lose some weight? And Tom Hopkins, he called them tie downs. Wouldn't it, shouldn't it, couldn't it, can't it, won't it? Wouldn't it be great to lose 5 pounds this week? Wouldn't you like to lose 3 dress sizes so you can get ready for your daughter's wedding? Wouldn't you like to lose, it would be great to go ahead and fit in your bikini this summer, right? Wouldn't it? Shouldn't it? Couldn't it? Won't it? Might it? You know what I'm saying? Just closes don't have to be, are you ready to buy? Are you ready for some pink drink? Would you like a box of pink drink? Would you like a probiotic? It doesn't have to be that firm and that hard. It can be very simple. It can be very assumptive. Oh, you lost 10 pounds. Great. Are you laughing at me? Who's laughing at me? Claire, why are you laughing at me? Unmute yourself. Defend yourself.
I just can't help it. It's funny what you're saying, but I get it.
It's funny because we make it so hard. And it doesn't have to be that hard. It really doesn't.
Is it paralysis by analysis?
Paralysis by overanalysis.
Yeah.
You're going to like it or you're not going to like it. Here's 4. Try it. You liked it? Great. Did something happen? Yeah. Would you like it to happen again? Great. A box is $90. If you sign up, I can get it to you for $70 or whatever. What's better for you?
That's good.
Is 4 enough to get somebody a result?
Possibly.
How many do they need to get a result?
Well, you're not going to lose a bunch of weight with 4.
How many do I have to drink before I'm going to feel better consistently?
Probably 3 or 4. That's probably about right. To feel different.
Probably 3 or 4.
Yeah.
There's a number. What is it? Somebody tell me, other than probably 3 or 4. How many is it? Huh?
1.
I take 1 and I feel totally different the next day?
Well, you should know. You've taken your 3rd sample.
One did not do it for this fat guy. So
Is it different for everybody?
I understand that, but there's got to be a number. Like here's the thing: if you give it to somebody, you want them to say something's different. Like you want them to feel the difference, right? Mm-hmm. If I give you one and you taste, you're like, oh, that was like Kool-Aid, that was great, but I don't feel anything, I don't notice anything, right? Renee, you're with me on this, right? Are you still here? Did we lose you?
So would it be 3 days?
I don't know. All I'm saying is whatever that number is, you need to know that if you give somebody 4 of these bad boys, or 5 of these bad boys, or 3 of these bad boys, that you can follow up in 3 days and say, hey, what did you notice? And you just got to pre-frame it for them. Look, I'm going to give you these 4. Do you promise me that you'll take them? Or do you promise yourself? Don't ask to promise you. Promise yourself you'll take these over the next 4 days. Do you need me to send you a text message to remind you? Would you like me to follow up with you each day? Or are you good with just yourself? Is it okay if I follow up with you in 4 days just to check in? Great. Awesome. Here are the things that I noticed. Teach you guys a little ninja mind trick from, okay, it's anybody here heard of NLP, neuro-linguistic programming? It's a little thing you can do with an embedded command. Here's what most people experience after they try this for 4 days. Here's what you'll likely experience. Here's what most people experience after drinking pink drink for 4 days. They feel this, and this. Oh, really? So I'm going to be expecting to feel this, right? Mm-hmm. So you get back to in 4 days. So which one did you feel? This, and this. Oh, you felt that. That's awesome. Only 4 days. Imagine what a month would feel like. Would you like to feel like that every day instead of just after 4 days? You would? Great. May I show you how? Great. Here's how it happens. That's not a very painful close, is it? It would feel great to feel like this every day, wouldn't it? You should feel like this every day, shouldn't you? You want to feel like this every day, don't you? You want to keep losing weight, don't you? You want, right? Are you laughing at me again?
Yes, because I've used the don't you way too many times in my.
And it works like a champ, doesn't it?
It does.
We can do some more in another training. My goal tonight was just to get you started thinking a different way and show you how you can use your mind to just really make some of the things that have been possessing you or causing you pain, how to take them and shrink them down and throw them off into the distance and just put yourself and your mind at ease and whatever, and then just teach you a little bit about what else could it mean, because it can always mean something else. Can it, Kim Jensen? She's like half asleep at her kitchen table.
No.
What's it? Am I keeping you awake, sister?
Everybody unmute yourself.
Yeah. Am I keeping you awake? Anybody? So here's the deal. Was this helpful tonight?
Very helpful.
Yes, thank you.
Was this a good hour of your time?
Yes.
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 All right. So here's the deal. What are you going to do differently tomorrow? Or what's better? What's one thing you can do tomorrow to help you advance your I'm going to ask you each individually. You're going to tell everybody else here so you can commit to it. Katerina, unmute yourself, sister. Everybody here. Debbie, Haley, 806, Sanchez, Jenny, unmute. Kim Jensen, unmute. Heather, Debbie. You make a commitment to yourself, that's one thing. You make a commitment to somebody else, you better own that crap. You'll let yourself down, you won't let anybody else down. Come on, don't be chickens, unmute yourself. Oh, look at all the people hanging up. Nice. Chickens.
We lost
you unmute yourself, Kim?
Okay, I did. All right.
Oh, she just hung up. All right.
No,
bye.
she didn't. She's right there.
Okay.
All right.
You're not going to mute yourself, are you big chicken?
I'm going to unmute
There
everybody.
you are.
I have all the power.
Look at, we went from 31 to 21. We went from 31 to 21 in 10 seconds. I applaud you for sticking around. All right, so who am I going to start with here? Jenny.
Read the signs, the street signs.
Jenny? All right. Jill, what's one thing you can do tomorrow? What's one thing you commit to doing tomorrow to advancing your Plexus business?
I'm going to Call somebody that's a preferred customer and talk to them about going wholesale.
Nice work. Good job. Who is it? Who's the person?
Who is it? My sister.
Good job. Ruth Ann.
I'm going to call a girl that I met with today. Totally blew that meeting, I think, but I'm going to make sure I didn't. And I'm going to call her tomorrow.
Good job. Well, good job. Proud of you. Kathy Yates.
I am going to, just off of what you said and a book that we're reading as our team, I'm going to wake up in the morning speaking positive words to myself and saying that I can and will grow. Me personally, no, I'm not talking about my team, but me personally, because I struggle with that.
How about, can I give you a better word?
Sure.
I am growing.
Yeah. Instead of what I say can.
Oh, yeah.
Better than I can or I will, I am.
Okay.
Right? Every day in every way, I'm getting better and better, right?
Good.
So, Melanie, with 2 E's.
With 2 E's, yes. Okay, tomorrow, instead of just posting and saying, hey, do you want a sample of actually, I'm starting in the body cream, the little samples of the body cream. I'm actually going to call a couple of people and ask them, what was the word you used? What has to happen for you to try this?
Yeah, what would have to happen for you to want nicer skin?
Right.
What would have to happen what would have to happen for your skin problems to go away?
Right. So that's what I'm going to do.
Or if you have a skin problem, what would have to happen for you to try to make it, or what would have to happen for you to try this to see if it'll make it go away? All right. Awesome. Claire.
Can I take it past till Saturday since I'll be driving from Florida home?
No passes.
Okay.
Oh, you have a telephone in your
Do
car.
you want me to have an accident?
Are you driving right now?
No, you said for tomorrow. So I'm like, can I pass till Saturday? I'll be all right.
What are you committed to doing tomorrow? You can't put your headset on and call one person tomorrow?
Oh, I think I could probably do that. And that person would actually be Jennifer Smith, and she's currently a preferred customer, bringing on her husband, and so I'd like to roll them in as ambassadors.
I love it. Good for you. Kathy.
Me?
Kathy, me. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. I can call a friend tomorrow. Her name is Jill, and I know that she has trouble sleeping. And
Nice work.
Yeah.
Good for you. Christina.
My first thought was that I'm going to really focus on what I'm more scared of than failing, and really just meditate on that. But also, I'm going to be on a plane tomorrow morning early, so I'm going to commit to talking to somebody about Plexus.
Commit to talking to the first person that makes eye contact with you.
Okay, good.
Good.
Okay.
Debbie. Debbie's like deer in headlights. Unmute Debbie, please. Debbie's like, no, you can't pass. Hang up, or you can't pass. You got to hang up if you're here. Unmute her, please. Let's go. No chickens. What do you commit to? Come on. One thing.
I'll pass. Sorry. I was late getting into the conversation. I had distractions, so I'm passing.
Miss Kowitsky.
I have 2 people that I'm going to follow up with tomorrow that I have been apprehensive to follow up with because I don't want to be that person.
And if they say no, you go, yes!
Okay, I will.
That's right, baby. One more person closer to making it happen. Yes, I got a no. Yes, a no. Haley.
I'm going to have my launch party on Saturday. I'm only about 6 weeks into taking Plexus, and Christina is my upline.
Oh, Christina.
And she's coming to Phoenix, and she's going to help me put on my launch party. And I only have about 5 RSVPs so far out of about 32. So I'm going to personally contact everyone tomorrow that has not responded.
Good job. Katerina.
Hi, I'm gonna go for 10 no's.
I like it.
Wait for 10 minutes because I know
That's
yes
good.
is coming.
That's the way to ball out. Make it happen. I love it. Kim Jensen.
Okay, today I always tell my team, you know, make your list, email everybody, text people. Well, today at lunch, I took 10 minutes out of my time. I had one little blurb, and I messaged 50 new people. I've already heard back from like 10, and then they were all positive. Thank God. So I go tomorrow. I have about 200 or 300 people that I'm going to contact. So tomorrow I'm doing my next 50, and just reaching out there. But my fear in life, I can dish it out and tell people, be their cheerleader, be positive for them, lift them up. I have a problem doing it myself. I don't have that self-confidence. My husband's super successful. I'm blessed to be at MCA, and I have a little bitty job. I want everybody to physically feel healthy every day, all day long. We work out, we do CrossFit, but I have to see myself succeeding in Plexus instead of maintaining gold for 2 years like I have.
So
I've maintained,
okay.
but I haven't grown.
Okay, so tomorrow you're going to take a step towards doing that, right?
Yeah.
All right. Anybody want to do this again another week or two?
We are. We're gonna put something together, right, Wally?
Okay, yeah. So here's the deal. I'm going to give you some homework. Write this down. I want you to go to Google, and I want you to Google "The Strangest Secret" by Earl Nightingale. "The Strangest Secret" by Earl Nightingale. So Rebecca, you'll get this to everybody who left early.
I will.
All the bikers, all the chickens.
Mm-hmm.
Kim Jensen, this will be good for you.
It will? Okay, I got it on right now.
It's "The Strangest Secret" by Earl Nightingale. It's an audio that was recorded 51 years ago. And you'd swear it was recorded yesterday by The Message, okay?
It was good.
Okay, I'll watch it right now.
At the end of it, there's a 30-day challenge. I want everybody to take the 30-day challenge. It's very simple. Okay?
Okay.
And we'll check in.
I'm all for it.
Yeah, we'll check in the next time that Rebecca gives me the opportunity to talk. So, was this fun? This was fun for you. Was this fun for you?
It was great. Thank
Good,
you.
I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. What's that?
I'm saying thank you so much.
Melanie, you said something. I'm sorry.
I was just saying thank you.
Oh, rock on, sister. Carrie, thanks for having Skirt Steak with us.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
We appreciate your time.
Yeah, we appreciate you. All right, ladies. Thanks. Have a good night.
Night, Wally.
Bye.